Okay, congratulations, you made it to the interview round. This will be the last installment of my career series. So I'm definitely going to be giving you guys a few tips on things that have helped me get a few positions that I've had in the past. Now, the first thing I wanted to get into is attire. So whether it's an online interview or in person, attire really matters. It shows the recruiter that you can clean up nice, and the words are great, the techniques are great, but you actually have to look clean and cut to fit their vision of what they're looking for. So first things first, definitely find an outfit that is not revealing, is not see-through, is not too bright. Definitely, of course, like the bright thing is not that big of a deal, but you want to stand out for the right reasons, not like, oh my God, remember that girl in that neon orange shirt? Remember that guy in that neon pink shirt? They're not going to take you as serious as some of their other candidates just because of how you're dressed. Another thing is hygiene. Looking good, smelling good, they go together. Like I said, you do not want to be remembered for the wrong thing. Be remembered for amazing answers, your skills, your education, things like that. The way you look determines how you feel, and it will definitely take a toll on your performance in your interview. So make sure that you feel confident completely before even preparing to answer interview questions. Now, this tip is for all of my introverts out there who hate speaking in a crowd. There are some interviews where it's not just one-on-one, it is a panel, and you will have to answer 3-4 questions back to back without really much time to think. So what I did is I just create a few questions that are common and I write out my answers. So when I'm prepping for the interview, maybe the night before or the day of, I basically just go over my responses. I don't have to say it word to word to the recruiter. I don't think that's a big deal, but at least having an idea of what you want to say. And talk about how you can be an asset and why you're the right person for that role and what you can bring to them. Don't talk about, oh, well, I just need a position and I think this is a great company to start with. Really talk about what you love about that company and why it stands out to you and how it aligns with your goals and how you align with their goals. A big thing to do in preparation for your interview is research the company. So you want to know at least a few tidbits about the company because everybody knows you're going to get that question. Why us? For some people, it's like the most annoying question, but really it's for the company to see if you are a good fit and if you actually even took the time just to do some research. A lot of companies are like really big names, but if you just know a little tidbit that most people don't know, it'll really show them that you're really serious about working with them. Also, use your best friend, YouTube University, and go check out some interview videos. Definitely look up some videos that are catered to your field. So like, let's say you're getting ready for an engineering job and you feel like all the technical, you got that. You're just like the other kind of questions, like for instance, like a question that I feel like comes up a lot lately is what are your soft skills? And a lot of people don't really even understand what soft skills are. So just go online and look it up. Take your time and really look things up to see how you would even respond to the question. And also when you're in the interview, don't be afraid to ask the recruiter to elaborate more on their question. If you don't feel like you understand it correctly, don't just answer it because you might not even be answering the question that they're actually asking. You're just talking and they're just gonna be like, okay, what are they talking about? I'm lost. And they're just gonna continue to the next question. They're not gonna give you a chance to rebuttal and try again. The most important part of your interview is at the end. When they say, do you have any questions? Please make sure to have 2 or 3 insightful questions ready for the end. They actually want to see if you've been paying attention and if you have more questions other than how much does it pay or how long until I can start, things like that. Really ask about the experience, ask about their team culture, ask about maybe what that person in your position had issues with. What were their biggest pain points? Things that you can do to prepare for the position if you're chosen. What kind of operations do they use in the position? What kind of systems do they use in that position? Really try to get some insight on the position. Take your time and really banter with the people. Let them know that you're a people person. Let them know that you're a team player. If the recruiters don't like you, they don't think the team is gonna like you. That's being honest. You really have to win over their hearts and their minds. You can't just be the best technical person and you don't know how to work with a team. So definitely just think about selling yourself. When you go to the interview, think, I am a product. That sounds kind of messed up, but honestly, to a lot of these companies, you are a product. You are a person that is there to do a job, so sell yourself as the best person for that job. Now, for all my people out there who just graduated and they might not have a bunch of internships or a bunch of jobs to really talk about on their interview, definitely talk about the skills that you have and how you can use that daily in your position. So for instance, like I work fast food. I always talk about teamwork. I always talk about leadership. I always talk about organization. I always talk about being very deadline focused. I also talk about my punctuality. I always talk about how I am one of the first people that my manager calls on when they need help because they know that I will come through. I'm very reliable. Those are the type of things that you can talk about. It doesn't have to be like, yeah, well, I just did fries. That's all I did. I was just a cashier. Like, really talk about it. Like, if you're a cashier, talk about your amazing customer service. Talk about an experience that you have where you're saying, like, my mindset is the reason why it worked out. You understand? Like, we want to show that you are a one of one so that they want to work with you. They want to see what you're really capable of because you talked about yourself so highly. They're going to be like, yeah, we need her. We need him. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video and found a lot of value in it. Please comment down below any interview tips that you would like to share to those watching this video as well. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.